Good day, Ma'am Shani. I am Glorin T. Gagara. We are explaining the history and origin of the different kinds of social dances. We will also give an example of their costume. The first social dance is the cha-cha-cha. The cha-cha dance originated from Cuba and was originally known as the cha-cha-cha. The dance gained popularity around the 1950s and was created from two other dances, the mambo and the danzon. While working with the Caranga group, Orquesta America in Cuba performed at halls in Havana. Enrique Jolin, a violinist and composer, realized that most of the crowds related the danzon mambo rhythm to a much slower mambo dance and thus had hardship adapting the syncopated rhythms. He decided to compose music that strongly focused on the first downbeat such that the rhythm became less syncopated. This caused the crowd dancers to develop a triple step, creating sound cha-cha-cha with their shoes. Thus, the cha-cha-cha was born. The dance was introduced in the United States around 1954 and had apparently gained so much popularity among Americans by 1959 that it was reported to be the most popular dance in the country. It remains as one of the most popular Latin dance in the US today. This is the male costume of the cha-cha dance, and this is the female costume of the cha-cha dance. The second social dance is waltz. History of ballroom dance is filled with important dances and moments when new styles totally transformed dancing fashion and enabled total transformation of the popular dance culture. One of the most influential dances that managed to do just that is waltz. That was first dance in location of modern Germany and Austria between 13th and 18th century before managing to reach modern ballrooms where it revolutionized dance fashion and become one of the most popular dances on planet Earth. The original form of waltz was first used by 18th century peasants in Germany who devised ruling folk dance that was quite different from all court dances that were popular in that time. Their folk dance, filled with rules, glides, and turns, was deceived well. And by 1500s, it reached Volta, where it was adapted with styles of other local dances. During the time of the First World War, waltz dance routines became much more relaxed, with dancers dancing much closer to each other than before. Sadly, newborn craze of foxtrot almost completely destroyed the popularity of waltz after the end of World War One, especially in United States where it was completely overshadowed by other dances after 1921. This is the costume of male and this is the costume of waltz female.
Here comes a wave meant to wash me away, a tide that is taking me under.
The third social dance is foxtrot. The foxtrot is an early 20th century American dance that has its origin in the one-step, the two-step, and syncopated ragtime dances. It was popularized in the USA by dancers Vernon and Irene Castle in 1914, and it is believed to be named after Harry Fox, who was an entertainer. The versatility of the dance is greatly responsible for its popularity. It can be danced to most music that's in a simple double meter. There are two main types of foxtrot styles, the American style and international style. Within the international style, there are two categories, standard and Latin. The foxtrot, quick step, waltz, tango, and Venus waltz comprise the standard international style, and the cha-cha, rumba, jive, samba, and paso doble comprise the Latin international style. The foxtrot is a smooth dance where the dancers travel across the dance floor. The long walking movements contribute to the iconic rise and fall motion. The footwork is a combination of slow and quick steps. This is an example of a male costume of foxtrot. This is an example of a female costume of foxtrot.
You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. You feel like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. As long as love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive.
Swing dance was initially inspired by swing music, which was a type of jazz music that was very prevalent at that time. Swing dance usually include couple-style dance forms. With each new generation that came up since the 1920s, a new form of swing dance began. The Charleston and the Lindy Hop were the two earliest forms of swing dance that emerged. The African and American community has had a very big role in the invention of this dance form.
Walang iba ang sasarap sa pagtitingin natin. Sana ay pinamawakas itong awit ng pag-ibig. Awit sa atin ay wag na wag mong kalimutan. Tago ko naman na lagi ka pakikinggan.
The origin of Paso Doble. The Paso Doble refers to a style of ballroom dancing that began in the 16th century in the country of France. This dance became popular in Spain because it became based on the sound, drama, and movement of the Spanish and Portuguese bullfight. History of Paso Doble. The facts known about it from historical evidence are that it was written as early as the 18th century. Since Spain has Paso Doble scores dating back to 780, that it was incorporated into comedies and adopted as regulatory step for the Spanish infantry, and that the music was not introduced into bullfights until the 19th century. Here's some example of Paso Doble costume, male and female. Male costume: a fitted black or red shirt with intricate gold or silver embroidery emphasizing the dancer's chest and shoulders. Female costume: a form-fitting floor-length gown with a slit to allow for freedom of movement. The dress is typically in vibrant colors like red, black, or deep purple, adorned with intricate lace, sequins, or fringe details.
to mambo. Mambo is originated from Cuba in the year 1930s. The mambo dance is enjoyed throughout the world as both social and competitive dance levels. The mambo is a favorite of ballroom audiences because of its high level energy and infectious rhythms. The mambo dance is originated as a mixture of Afro, Caribbean, and Latin American cultures. The word mambo denotes an African origin, particularly in the Congo region. The mambo is believed to have been named after the voodoo priests who thought they could send dancers into hypnotic states. Initially condemned by churches and restricted by authorities in some countries, with time the mambo gained popularity and became the favorite dance style it is today. In the 1950s, various publications in New York City proclaimed there was an emerging mambo revolution in music and dance. Recording companies began to use mambo to label their records, and advertisements for mambo dance lessons were in local newspapers. New York City had made mambo a transnational popular cultural phenomenon. By the mid-1950s, mambo mania had reached a fevered pitch. In New York, the mambo was played in a high-strung, sophisticated way that had Palladium Ballroom, the famous Broadway dance hall, jumping. Ballroom soon proclaimed itself the Temple of Mambo, for the city's best dancers. That's all for Mambo.
Polka is a dance and genre music originating in 19th century Bohemia, now part of Czech Republic. The term polka, referring to the dance, is derived from the Czech word polka, meaning Polish woman. Historians believe the polka evolved as a quicker version of the waltz and associate the rapid burgeoning in popularity of the polka across Europe in the mid-1800s. By 1835, this dance had spread to the ballroom of Prague too. Tango is a dance that was invented in Argentina and Uruguay in the late 19th century. It was originally popular among the working classes of Central America, but eventually became a dance celebrated throughout the world. It has influenced the creation of many modern music styles. In the last 2 decades of the 19th century, the dance known as the tango emerged out of the immigrant culture of Argentina's backside slums. The tango origin began among the working classes of Buenos Aires.
Sour candy, sour candy, sour candy, sour candy. I'm sour candy, so sweet that I get a little angry, yeah. Sour candy.
Quick-step dance is a modern ballroom dance in a rapid quadruple time. Its characteristics are elegant, smooth, and glamorous. Quick steps is a dynamic, energetic rhythm with dancers moving lightly and freely on their feet. Distinctive to the quick step is an up and down, rise and fall, swinging motion performed at a fast pace.
This hit that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one's for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces, styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got jocks.
Rumba is a captivating Cuban music and dance genre with deep historical roots. It originates in the 19th century, primarily influenced by African rhythms, brought by enslaved Africans in Cuba. over time. These African elements merge with indigenous and European influence, resulting in a unique Cuban style of music and dance. Rumba music is known for its complex percussion, including conga drum and claves, as well as call and response vocals and improvisation.
Kindness in your eyes, I guess. You heard me cry, you smile at me like
And I thank God I'm alive.